Hey everyone, planning to get a US green card through investment? EB5 might sound like a golden ticket, but honestly, it's not always straightforward. We want to walk you through it, share some twists most people don't see, and tell you a real story from one of our clients because we genuinely care about helping you and plan the right path. Are you ready to see what could go right or very wrong? Here's what EB5 is all about. You invest in a US business that creates at least 10 jobs, and in return, you and your family can get a green card. Sounds simple, right? But here's a twist. US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick mentioned that the Trump administration wanted to replace EB5 with a golden card, calling EB5 risky. Though it's not here yet, but it makes you wonder, if you start today, could the rules change tomorrow? Limits considerations. On top of that, there are limits you need to know. You can invest in almost any US business aiming to make a profit, and your spouse and kids under 21 can also get a green card. But only 9,940 visas are available per year, with a 7% cap per country. So if you are from India or China, long waits are likely. The real question is a slow path worth the risk, or do you want something faster? Comment below if you are curious about faster options. A real story, Arjun's EB5 journey. Now let me tell you about Arjun. He invested 800k hoping for a green card, but the project mismanaged funds. Jobs weren't created, and his dream and savings were at risk. Months of stress later, he was exhausted. Even following the rules doesn't guarantee success. So how do you make sure your EB5 journey goes the right way? Number 1. Choose the right investment. One of the first things to think about is whether to go for a direct investment, which requires active involvement, or a regional center, which is more passive. Plus, pick the right project carefully. T projects cost 800k instead of 1.5 million. And here is a twist. If a regional center misses the integrity fund fee by October 2025, USCIS can shut it down, potentially putting your position on hold. Would you trust a center without checking its track record? Number 2. File I-526 rules you must follow. Transfer your funds and file I-526 for Indian investors. Following FEMA and RBI rules is a must. Even a small mistake in documentation or remittance can mess things up big time. Another twist, your money has to be truly at risk. If the project isn't solid, USCIS could reject your petition. Would you want to risk that? Number 3. Get your conditional green card, I-485 or consular processing. Once your I-526 application is approved, file I-485 or go through consular processing. If your priority date is current, you and your family can get a 2-year conditional green card. Even minor paperwork issues can delay you, so staying organized is crucial. Imagine waiting 2 years just for a missed signature to hold you back. Frustrating, right? Number 4. Remove conditions with I-829. Then about 2 years after getting your conditional green card, it's time to file I-829 to remove the conditions. You need to prove your investment and creation of 10 jobs. Once approved, you get a green card, and after 5 years, citizenship is possible. But the reality is, if you lose track of records, USCIS can say no. Are you ready to stay on top of all that? EB5 versus EB1A, a safer, smarter path. EB5 can work, but it's risky. One of our SGC clients lived in a shared apartment, constantly stressed, and almost gave up. Then he switched to EB1A, applied based on extraordinary ability, and got approved. He even took a day off to celebrate. Finally, peace of mind. EB5 is an option, but EB1A could be a faster, safer, and more predictable option. Think about it. Would you take the longer, riskier road or a smarter path? We truly care about your journey and want you to succeed. Build your EB1A profile. If you want to build your EB1A profile yourself with step-by-step guidance from video lessons packed with 100+ approval insights, check out our Smart Green Card Ultimate course. Link in the description. Subscribe to Smart Green Card, comment your questions, and let's figure out the best US path together.